Welcome back, guys. We're trustedshopguy.com, and today we are in the tech room. In this video, we'll be showcasing the Steam Deck. Boasting impressive hardware specs and the ability to play your entire Steam library right in the palm of your hands, the Steam Deck has generated a lot of buzz in the whole gaming community as of late. But is it as good as it sounds? Stick around as we take a closer look and give you our honest review of the Steam Deck. To help you further, there are timestamps and direct links to all the products in the description below. Be sure to visit our website at trustedshopguy.com for more of our research in the tech room, or alternatively subscribe to this channel for regular updates. In terms of size and design, the Steam Deck is definitely on the larger side of what you'd consider a portable game system. It's nearly a foot wide and weighs almost a pound and a half, making it considerably larger and heavier than the Nintendo Switch with Joy-Cons attached. However, it's still small enough to pack in a bag and take with you on the go. Design-wise, the Steam Deck's profile is focused on comfort and ergonomics, with wide control surfaces and grips that ensure your thumbs and palms won't accidentally touch the trackpads or block the speakers. The device also features standard dual analog sticks, 4 menu buttons, a direction pad, and 4 face buttons. This is pretty much par for the course as we've come to expect from handheld gaming consoles such as the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation Vita, and elsewhere. Turning around the device, the back panel houses shoulder buttons under where the middle and ring fingers of each hand naturally rest. These buttons provide useful additional inputs, but they're a bit stiff and shallow by default. As for the back panel itself, it features a large intake grill that works with an exhaust fan and grill on the device's top edge to ensure proper airflow. While the fan is audible when playing games, it's much softer than a small gaming laptop's fan. Overall, the Steam Deck's size and design are focused on comfort and ergonomics, making it a great option for gamers who prioritize these features. However, its larger size may make it less portable than other handheld gaming devices. Now it's time to dive into the internals and peripherals of this device. Inside, the Steam Deck uses a custom AMD processor that pushes up to 448 gigaflops and an RDNA 2 GPU that pushes up to 1.6 teraflops. While it's not as powerful as the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X, it's designed to primarily push fewer pixels. Add this to the fact that the Steam Deck is actually a portable device, and the image quality will no doubt be doubly impressive, even though it's more underpowered than other next-gen consoles. As for hard specs, the device uses 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM and comes with 64GB of storage on a PCIe Gen 2 M.2 SSD. However, it also has a micro SD card slot that enables further storage expansion. In terms of connectivity, the Steam Deck only has one USB-C port that can handle pretty much all wired connections except for 3.5mm headphones. This means you'll be able to charge the device with the included USB-C wall adapter, and you will also be able to output audio or video over USB-C or DisplayPort 1.4. Aside from this, you can also use a standard USB-C dock to enable additional ports and HDMI output. Suffice it to say, you won't have any shortage of ports and connectivity options to choose from should you choose to game with this handheld console. Now we'll head on to the battery life of this gaming device and see how it stacks up. Battery life in the Steam Deck actually varies depending on what games you play. Don't expect long play sessions without plugging the handheld into a power socket. Valve estimates a few as 2 hours between charges for games that use a lot of processing power. But we personally found that simpler games can stretch the battery out as long as 8 hours. While the Steam Deck is not as powerful as some other gaming systems, it's still a solid option for gamers who want to play their favorite games on the go. Although the battery life could be better, you'll still be able to work around this by planning ahead and making time for frequent charging if you want to play games for extended periods of time. When it comes to the user interface, the Steam Deck is still very impressive. It runs on Valve's SteamOS 3.0 operating system, which is based on Arch Linux and has a large tile-based interface that works well on the small screen. Basically, it's like the big picture mode that you're familiar with, but with better controls suited for gamepads. What's not to like, right? Right out of the box, as you set up your Steam account on the device, all your installed Steam games will appear in your library. This is actually one of the main selling points of the device, and you'll also be able to access games from another computer with Steam's Remote Play feature. This feature still leaves some improvements to be desired, but the Steam Cloud saves are carried over seamlessly from any supported Steam games on your PC. This means you won't have to start a game over from the beginning if you switch from your PC to the Steam Deck. When you're playing games, the Steam button opens a control menu and lets you tweak layouts on the fly. This feature is great because it means you can quickly adjust your controls without leaving your game. You can also put the Steam Deck to sleep with a power button press, which is similar to the Nintendo Switch's sleep mode. The system will drop into a suspended state, letting the handheld preserve battery life when you aren't actively playing. As if that's not impressive enough, the suspended state works quite well in games, so you can pick up where you left off without reloading the game. Last but not least, let's talk about the gaming performance of the Steam Deck. In terms of sheer performance, the Steam Deck is just as impressive as all the hype makes it out to be. Games load up quickly and run smoothly, with most hitting a consistent 60 frames per second on the default graphics setting. Even games that required some tweaking like Dying Light 2 still looked and played well on the device. It's quite hard to explain just how futuristic this device is. It manages to take a giant step forward in the world of portable handheld gaming while still being competitive with most gaming consoles and PC builds on the market today. This is something that wasn't heard of prior to the Nintendo Switch, and even then the Switch didn't go all out in terms of processing power. As of controls, we think they're also well mapped for most games, with the gamepad providing a comfortable and intuitive way to play. Some games required a bit of manual configuration like in some action RPG games, but it was easy enough to do. Pretty much there is nothing left to complain about when the Steam Deck has completely eclipsed what gamers have been subjected to with portable gaming devices such as the Nintendo Switch and others. Overall, we're totally digging the Steam Deck. It's amazing in every way. While it's still not going to beat a high-end gaming PC any day soon, for a handheld it's mighty impressive. So if you're into PC gaming and want to play your games on the go, you should totally give the Steam Deck a look. And there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about the Steam Deck. If you like this video and it helps you in any way, please do give it a like and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay connected and updated with all of our research into everything that makes our tech rooms great. We look forward to seeing you at TrustedShoppingGuide.com again soon.